You good? Is it rolling for this?
It's rolling.
Baby! Alright, this might be the official theme song of the True Potential podcast. Let's see if Dalton knows it. And...
Dude, I don't know the song.
You don't know this song?
What is it?
Come on, the viewers know this song. Did you have a university life? Did you go to college?
Honestly, I didn't go out much in university.
I hope everyone can hear this. Anyways, the name of this song is Seek Bromance. Right?
Oh, come on, bro.
Brother.
Dude, I've never heard the song ever once.
Oh my god, dude.
Does this say a lot about me?
Does it say a lot about you? That you
What
never
do you
went...
guys think? Should I know the song?
Man, that apparently you never went out at night? Like...
That I can confirm.
Bro, I didn't do, I wasn't going crazy, but I at least had some fun. I went to
I literally just showed you a
clubs.
picture of me from 2013.
This is true.
That photo was the only night that I ever went out.
All right. We're officially locked in here. We are back for episode 5 of the True Potential podcast, my friend.
We made it, bro.
We made it to 5 episodes.
That means this podcast didn't fail.
It didn't fail.
Yeah.
It's going to keep going. Amazing. I'm pumped up. I'm excited. This is going to be a fun episode.
So the other day I had someone go, so I listened to your podcast. I go, which podcast?
Yeah, which one? Because you have like 3.
Which is fair. I like to do a lot of things, but I go, yeah, which podcast? They go, oh, your podcast with Connor. I go, oh, well, that's actually not my podcast yet. So I'm still waiting for the contract.
Oh, did they get lost in the mail? I told my lawyer to send them over to you.
So this might be it. This could be episode 5. We got there.
Like I said,
I could walk away right now.
I just needed Dalton to get me to 5. And I'm going to take it from there on. So we'll see what happens. But anyways, so today's a special day for us again. We're always having special days together,
Dude,
bro.
I know.
The bromance is real. What is today?
Today is our fantasy football draft.
Yes, sir.
This weekend in general, can we just take a moment for the fact that, like, as of yesterday, Saturday.
You betrayed me and went to an Argos game? What do you want to talk
I did do that, but
Yeah.
as of Saturday, yesterday, there will be college football or NFL on every weekend from now until February.
Hey.
And honestly, I just turned on the game and I had a moment of just like, we made it.
Bro, I love football season.
Yeah.
Football to me is like family because like I grew up. No, I swear to God, football is family. Why are you laughing at me? I'm trying to have a moment.
I know. I'm trying.
I know this one's not going to be serious. We're back in our environment. It's not going to be serious.
No, I got some serious.
No, it is, man. I just I spend so much time with my family watching football, and then I spend so much time with my friends watching football. And like fantasy draft today, we're gonna have friends over. We're gonna draft in front of each other. Like I have a bunch of friends from like the states that are in our draft thing, so it's great. And your brother's in it.
Family, bro.
Yo, we have Connor Leno in the fucking draft. I forgot I have another Connor. Yeah. It's so weird seeing my name in there a second time.
Yeah.
Throws me off.
I mean, I don't know where you want to go with this podcast because we didn't really. You had some ideas, I had some ideas, but I'm just going to go with the natural flow of the conversation.
I think we should.
And one of the things that I wrote down on my sticky note is to try to find childlike joy in my life again.
Oh,
and this is an example of bringing that back.
Yes.
And I definitely feel that way when I go to football games and like when I think about football because it's a big part of my life growing up, and it brings me a lot of joy to like experience it, but also like think about playing the past, going to I know I went to the Argos game yesterday as of this recording, and I did do some solid sign stealing, so we're good.
Okay, great. There'll be a lot of back.
It just made me very happy, like thinking about playing with the boys back in the day. It just made me think about that. So that's what football is for me.
So that's funny. So you bring up play, and I had a week. This past week, I was coaching basketball and did a camp. And for those of you that don't know, I was a camp counselor, like a camp leader when I was in high school, and then into university a little bit, and like some of the best years of my life. And man, just hanging out with kids all day and playing games. We played dodgeball. We played obviously we played a ton of basketball, but we just played so many fun games. And we had all these like inside jokes by the end of the week. And like, we're all hanging out at lunch, like just like cracking jokes and throwing water bottles and trying to cap them. They love that for whatever reason. Like it just is so playful and fun, and they're hilarious, the things they say. So I had a great week doing that. So to your thing of playing, like the more you can have that in your life, the more enjoyable life is, right? And yeah, sports is that for me, for sure. Football season is for that for me every single Sunday for the next 18 weeks, baby. I love it.
Yeah, dude, I'm here for it.
And also, sneak peek, but we're going somewhere special in a couple weeks, and that's where pod number 6 is going to be. So that's exciting. So you want to tell the viewers where we're going?
I don't know if I want to say it.
Oh, do we hold it?
I think we don't say it.
All right, we don't say it?
No, I think we leave it as a surprise.
Cool, we'll leave it. We'll see if anybody guesses. For those of you that know us and don't. You can't say anything. I don't want to see any comments on this episode. But when it comes to play other than sports, what else brings play to you? I think people know very well that I like to dance. And no, I'm serious. I dance a lot. Like when I'm like listening to music, or I'm working out, or when I'm like vibing, I dance. Like not like a full choreographed dance, but like I have fun dancing and like moving and like doing funny shit. So like I like dancing as like a fun side piece to this whole like play thing other than sports.
Yeah, I definitely don't like to dance. That is not in my skill set. But maybe it'll come out of me a little bit more being around you.
Everybody likes to do a little jig, man.
There's no way. I can like dab.
So you never went to the club because obviously you didn't know Seek Bromance. So like you never went to the club.
Like I've went to the club, bro, like a couple times. But
yeah.
Like I wasn't part of my university.
Did you ever do karaoke?
Not a karaoke guy, no.
Okay, so where did you go to drink?
I didn't drink in university, really.
Oh my god, man! See, even I drank in university. And I didn't drink in high school.
I know. I drank most of my drinking career was grade 10 through 12.
Oh, you did it earlier than me. We flip-flopped.
And then in university, honestly, I went out probably 5 times.
This guy was too serious. He's like, I have to be the best physio of all time. I cannot. I have to be. I'm so dedicated to my career. Were you playing football at the time? Yeah, you were.
I was just committed to football in school. And
God, you're such a role model.
Yeah. I also commute. We don't need to get into this, bro. It's just not like...
Why? I also what? Commuted?
You were going to ask me what else...
Oh, you weren't on res, so you didn't have those moments.
Right. So, like, you're going to ask me what I like to do for play outside of...
Yes, getting back to the topic at hand.
Sport.
Play outside.
That's a good question. I think, just like, being around the boys and just talking shit, I think is like one of the things that I really get a lot of joy out of. Like just being with your best friends, like hanging out, messing around, joking, kind of unfiltered, like not holding yourself back in the sense of like you don't really care because like they're your best friends, they're not going to judge you. I think like when you get older as an adult and like you start to get into, like for me, for example, more of like a professional role, I try my best to bring like my true self into a lot of the things that I do, and I think I do a good job of that. Obviously, there's like some things that just aren't going to be like something that I'm going to say to a client that I would say to you.
No, of course.
But like I think like we lose that sense of just like messing around, being silly, kind of being on the edge, like that kind of stuff. Like I think it's fun.
Yeah, I don't know about you, but I wait for my client to swear first.
Yeah,
As soon as they swear, I'm like, oh, we're here.
We're good.
We can do this. I can slide in a couple of these. Unreal. Like I like where we're at.
For sure.
You have to let them decide. But like, no, I think I agree with you. I think getting time to just be like a little bit unfiltered and just have fun and just be is good, especially when you're in a high performance kind of job or just somewhere you have to be extra professional. Being off and loose, is fun for sure. But I think you and I have kind of rekindled that. I think that's why we enjoy doing the podcast, and why this is like a fun experience for us. But going like further into the play, I think too we're kind of taught that we should grow up, and I actually am trying to fight back against that a lot.
Guys rebelling
as of late. Man, I'm wearing another jersey. Also, I'm wearing this jersey because I can't forget that the NFC South exists. Okay, the Saints exist, the Falcons exist. The Bucs definitely exist, but those Panthers, I don't know if they really exist. I have to remember that I have to draft somebody from that division because they will put up fantasy points even though they're irrelevant to the season as a whole.
That's true.
That's why I'm wearing a Deuce McAllister jersey. And
bro, Deuce McAllister is sick.
Tight, right?
Yeah.
Reggie Bush years. But Deuce, also because I'm going to shit on all you guys today. So
okay, bro.
You didn't like that? Is that too unfiltered for you?
Dude, this guy's spent the last 6 hours writing his notebook.
I've been prepping jokes for this one, man.
About no, I'm not talking jokes, but I'm talking about for your team.
Oh, yeah, I did. I took like an hour and a half today, and I like built out my strategy for sure. I got sleepers. I got everybody on deck. It's going to be unreal. But no, back to the jersey thing. So the one day at camp this week, we had like wacky day, and like all these kids wore jerseys, and some people brought 2. One of the best jerseys I saw was a Cooper Flag Duke jersey, which was dope. Yeah, that was like sick. The other coach that I was with, He was wearing a Nikola Jokic Serbia jersey. So there was like some sweet jerseys, and like just watching the kids get excited to wear their jerseys and their parents talking about it. And I had so many good chats with like parents who are just excited for the kids to go to camp, and it's such a good experience. So like, yeah, I'm wearing another jersey today. I'll probably wear a bunch of jerseys throughout the podcast episodes. But like, I think as a whole, I like dressing up, wearing fun stuff that's like very me. I think clothing, as you know, you and I both have experienced, we like clothes. That's another sneak peek because I got something coming on that front.
Oh wow!
I finally am
got
getting
a lot of sneak peeks.
big sneak peeks for our trip. But I got another unboxing because you do the unboxings. That's going to be here next Thursday.
Okay,
I'm going to get it.
I'm excited.
But I love clothes and I love dressing up for things and like having fun. And like that's the thing for like football games. Like if you're lucky enough to go because you're a half an Argos fan yesterday. When we go to like playoff games, you have to wear all black in the stadium. Like you're not supposed to wear any other color. Mm-hmm. It's a blackout for playoff games, which is dope. And again, like it's that culture. And I think I like places and things and brands that have big culture. So like, I think the movement has a good culture, right? I think the way you guys did the coffee cast as well was good. Like I think it has to have a sense of feeling. And if it doesn't, you can kind of tell in certain brands, right? Mm-hmm. So, and there's more to that. We'll probably play around with more of that in the future too. But yeah, man, I think that's part of play is what you wear.
Yeah.
Thoughts?
Oh, I agree. I mean, I've never been a fashion guy. I've never been a clothing guy. But
that's funny.
Yeah, I just don't care that much. But I do get it. Like I get what you're saying. Like I think as I've gotten older, I see why people care a lot about it. It is like an expression of you.
Bro, you buy all these shoes. They're like multiple different colors.
Yeah, I mean, that's like for running and stuff. Like, I mean, I'm saying.
You have style.
I'm with you.
Don't downplay yourself.
Bro, I don't have style.
What?
I don't have style. I don't know how to have style. But like, I just hasn't been that's just not how I express myself.
Oh my gosh, man. On that note, that hat, because you wear it a lot, and I love that like hat. I want to go there.
To where?
That place.
Oh, to this gym?
Yes.
Oh yeah, we should go. You're going to Windsor.
Right.
Yeah.
I think we should. I think we should figure that out if we end up making that happen. But for real, talk to me a little bit about that place and talk to me about your dad.
Oh, well, we can talk about my dad and this place.
Talk about it
together. Yeah,
throw it in here. That's a good one because like I'm already.
Yeah, this is something I actually wanted to talk about. It was on my sticky note over there. Is like this idea of like
natural segue
shrinking your world, and I think this happens a lot, and I've seen it a lot in my career as like a coach and a physiotherapist, like working with people as they get older and they just start to shrink their life by slowly taking things out. So a lot of times that correlates with the lack of their physical health. And so what I mean by this is like, people will be like, well, I can't jump anymore because I'm getting old, or, oh, I can't walk this far because I'm getting old, or I can't lift this thing up because I'm going to hurt myself because I'm getting old. And slowly you start to shrink your world more and more. Before now, you're not walking up the stairs at the mall, you're taking the escalator. You're not walking from your parking spot to the front door of a restaurant, you're getting dropped off at the front of the restaurant. Like you slowly start to shrink your world, and with that comes the loss of experiences. So there's a lot of times I hear people say, I'm not able to go to the Cactus Fest in Dundas this weekend because I can't walk throughout the whole festival without being in pain and having to stop. And so they don't get to go to that and experience that with their family. Yeah. So like, you really don't realize how much your physical health impacts your experiences in your life. And that slowly happens like step by step to it becomes almost, I don't think it's ever too late, but it becomes almost too late to get that back. And I'm bringing this around to my dad because my dad has been someone who has had his ups and downs with health his whole life. Yeah. And it just wasn't something that's been a priority for him in terms of exercise, staying strong, staying healthy. And it's different, you know this with your parents, like us, it's a different time now. There's more information, there's more focus on it. When our parents were younger, it wasn't as like big of a thing, but it was never really like a big part of my dad's life. And it's
also like things have changed too. We're more sedentary now than we ever have been too. Like it's not only did they not have to, they have it as prominent. It's also that things have changed and we get everything given to us and like brought to our door, including groceries and this and that.
Right.
All the things you're talking about. Like we do so much less now also. And there's food surplus that we have too.
Right.
So it's like they have almost, I'll give them a little bit of a break here, right? Like they've had this shift where like they don't do as much. Things have changed. Everything's right there for us to, just get. And now they're just very sedentary. A lot of people, right?
So anyway, it's been like a up and down battle for my dad with like his health and his weight and all that stuff. And like this is something that trickles down to someone like me, like as a young kid who was overweight and obese and it's not that like my parents were purposely making me fat, but like I got fat. And so like then I realized what was happening and I started to prioritize health and I went on the path that I went on and I was like, okay, I don't want to do this anymore. And so obviously, I do what I do now. And my dad has always tried to make that change, but just never had success. Just like start, fail. And things have gotten worse and worse over time. And there came to a point of conversation where I actually had to not sit him down because I didn't get to see him in person for this conversation, but it was over the phone, like have a really, really hard, uncomfortable conversation, even for me, with him to maybe emphasize the importance of why he just needs to start now. And I offered him assistance in doing that because just telling someone that they need to do this is not enough. Like that's not how it works. I know that from doing what I do in my career. But what I did was I helped set up my dad's environment for success, which was a big part of our conversation last podcast. But I did that by putting him in the hands of someone that I trust, which is Workhorse and Bobby and his team in Windsor, which has an environment that is created to have people have success with these changes. And that video that I posted of my dad on my Instagram pulling the sled and kind of talking a little shit to me because I'm doing high rocks and he's pulling a sled and he's trying to get to my level, quote unquote, was really cool because like that's a moment for me where it's like full circle in terms of like I'm doing what I'm doing and trying to have the impact that I'm trying to have on the world with health, through the movement and what I do. And then my dad being someone who's like struggled with that, and we've tried multiple times to have that, work out and it didn't. And then to go to a place where I started my health journey originally when I was going from 265 pounds to where I am now, I started at Workhorse, and Workhorse was an initiation of like my path to really changing. Cool. So it was just a really cool, like full circle moment. And I'm very, very proud of my dad because I said this in the video. It takes a lot of courage and vulnerability to step into that arena when for your whole life you've struggled with it, and for him to do that and stay committed to it and start to see results is something that like I'm really, really proud of him for. And I think like I try to really make the people that I work with feel that way because it does take a lot of courage and vulnerability to step into that. I think to jump on that, and it is a cool, really full circle moment. I think the thing is, though, like it is a courageous thing. You need to step in. Like it's something that's uncomfortable to step into, but you have to do it. Mm-hmm. Like there's no other way around it. Like you can't avoid it. You avoid it, it'll just come back to you. Again, we talked about that thing you're avoiding, like exercise and health and eating right and getting educated on that, or working with somebody to get educated on that is staring you in the face, and you have to do it. We all have to do it. It should be a part of the curriculum as like when we're kids. Like it just is so vital, and we don't get enough of that information. And literally that's what we spend our lives doing for that reason. But there's no way around it. So I agree. It's hard, and I encourage you to go like find the place that's right for you, but you have to find one. Yeah, you have to find the right people because unfortunately there's a lot of opportunity to fall between the cracks. And find things that distract you from doing what actually needs to be done. And I'm not even talking just like I'm not talking. You're not even talking Instagram scrolls? No, I'm not talking like doom scrolling. I'm talking just like being misled with information, these quick fixes, I'm going to go on this crash diet. Oh, I'm going to go get this quick fix to improve my injury. Like there's always, I'm going to get these injections. Like there's always these things to distract you from the real work, which is just going and doing it. going in, doing the hard thing of learning how to eat better, learning how to lift weights, learning how to be consistent, learning how to build habits. Like those are the real things that are going to make change. And it's hard, but like you said, you can spend your whole life avoiding that until either it's too late or you decide to step into that.
Yeah. I think the other thing I want to talk about today, because this just happened to me and it made me think of all these conversations I've had with people. I was just sick for like a week. And I didn't train for a whole week. And like my brain goes to dark places when I am just sitting there on the couch and I can't do anything. Like I literally hate watching TV that long and not being able to move at times and just ugh. And again, it's like when you're at the top of your fitness or you're on a really good, run and then that happens, it derails you. But I hear people talk about that all the time. It's like, well, I'll do this for this many weeks and then I'll get sick or then this happens or that. Guess what? It happens to everybody. It is going to happen. You can actually assume it's going to happen. So there's this little thing I do with people when I work with them. It's mostly in the nutrition aspect of things, but I always tell them, if you were to eat and work out, well or consistently. So let's say you worked out 3 times a week. If you did that for 40 of 52 weeks in a year, would you call that consistent?
Would I call that consistent?
Would you call that consistent? 40 of 52 weeks.
I said that's pretty consistent.
Damn, that's pretty consistent. Well, guess what? That's if you miss, that's a week out of every month you miss. That's 40 out of 52. Do that math. We get caught up in this idea that every week needs to be perfect. Every fucking day needs to be perfect on how we eat. Like we get so tied to perfection and everything has to go so well. It's going to ebb and flow. You have room to like make mistakes and go away from it, to get sick, to come back to it. The problem is we don't come back to it. The problem is that week turns into 2 weeks, turns into 3 weeks, and you make excuses. The first run I had was on Friday. You commented on it. It was shit. My pace was awful. I got progressively slower as I ran. I felt like fine, but like I was just awful. And then my workout the next day, brutal. My workout today, brutal. But I showed up and I did all 3, and now I'm back in a 3-day like span. I'm feeling better. I'm going to show up tomorrow. And then eventually, boom, I'm just going to catch that wind again. And it doesn't all go away overnight. You give it away, right? You didn't come this far to give it all away. I try to remind people of that. When you get to a place of like happiness with something, don't throw it all away for just a little bit of a hiccup or a little bit of a barrier, right? The other thing, and I'll let you speak if you got something on this, but the other thing I always hear from people too is when they're sick or when they're injured or anything, they go, oh, you know what? I really wish I had have done it. I really wish I had have ran when I was younger. I really wish I had have lifted weights. I really wish I was in better shape right now. I really wish all these things. Oh, next time. And next time's happened many times. You've had it next time. But like, what have you done with it? And don't let there be a next time to do it, right? And don't fall off and go backwards. Again, you never really go backwards. You're rebounding. You're never restarting fresh. You have so much progress you've already made. So anyways, as I was sitting there sick as a dog, I'm like, I got to remind myself of this shit. Yeah. I'm going to fucking come out of this. Like, I was just like, this is awful. And I get it. It sucks.
Well, I think it's a good point to be made because you're someone who understands all this stuff and you still have those thoughts. And I think that's part of what...
God, I have bad thoughts.
I mean, we talk about it a lot, so we think it's normal, but like that's not normalized, right? Like there's this idea that like you have to be this perfect consistent person all the time, and like these celebrities and these models, whatever, like all the stuff that you see in front of your face is like there's perfection, but in reality the people that I've learned from and have been around and listened to and read about who have had success know that these things are coming, know how to manage them, and reset their expectations around them. And I think that's a big part of what you're talking about is like a lot of people don't know what to actually expect from that because they haven't experienced it. So it's like you sharing the experience of, I had to come back to a run and I sucked. And then I came back to my next workout and it sucked. And I came back to my third workout and sucked. But I just kept showing up and getting back on track and getting back on the path. And eventually that gets better and you get back in the rhythm and you start to develop and you get back, and you're not going to lose everything because you're sick for a week.
Exactly.
You're just going to get back on the path and you're going to keep running. It feels like you did, but that's a lie.
Well, that's
the thing. Your feelings just because you haven't done anything.
But this is the thing. I want everybody to know I have the same feelings as you.
Yes.
I'm sitting there procrastinating. When I'm like, I'm supposed to run, I'm sitting there procrastinating. I'm like, oh, it's not going to be good. I don't want to go. Actually, I ate too much. I'm making all these excuses. And I'm like, get out of the fucking house with your sneakers on and just start walking. Okay, put a good song on. I'm vibing. I miss moving. I'm going to go for a run. Your body misses moving when you don't do it. I know that. Everybody's the same. It's the truth. You're lying horizontal for too long. You just get this like little ache. You want it. Again, I think people's brains start humming way too much when they're sick or when they're injured or whatever, and that's half the problem. We have nowhere to put this energy.
Totally, yeah.
Right? So don't waste it when you have it, and again, you will get back to it in time, or figure out a way to use it that's different. If you hurt your lower body, train your upper body, right? If you hurt your upper body, train your lower body. One side, other side, anything you got to do, like there's an option, right? So but again, I have the same feelings. The other thing too is I'm the opposite of people. People tell me all the time they eat nothing when they get sick. I am really big on making sure I try to continuously eat, so I don't like I need energy. I need to keep. Yeah, I'm not trying to lose everything, but I also start eating bad shit because I'm like, I want to feel good. Like, give me that ice cream. Like, I like stuff. Like, I get like a little bit. I go to the grocery store and I'm walking around like snotty, and I go, I want this, I want this, I want this. But again, I taper myself. I give myself some feel-good foods because I don't think that's a bad thing. And I just make sure I try to eat and sustain the things I do. I still take my vitamins. I still try to go to sleep at a relatively, same time. The other thing is when you start training, exercising, eating, doing things with better habits, you will get sick less. I don't get sick often, so I forget what this feels like. I think this is the first time I've been sick in like over like a year for the most part. I don't really get sick.
But regardless of that, like what people need to think about is like, you need to shift your mindset around what this is. And this is building skills. It's like learning how to stay on track and be healthy and build habits and work out is a skill. You learn how to navigate getting sick by getting sick and then getting back on track. You learn how to navigate getting injured when you're pursuing a goal, because you get injured and then you learn how to navigate it and get back on the path. You learn how to navigate the holiday season by going through the holiday season when you're trying to build your health habit, and you navigate the ups and downs of that. And every time you do that, and every time you come back from that, and every time you get back on the path, the next time that comes up, you're going to manage it better.
Totally.
But you're probably going to have a couple mistakes. You're going to learn from it.
Yeah.
You're going to then do it again. This is the problem. The problem is the focus is that like, if I hit that and I fail, I'm done. It's like, no. Anyone you've seen do this for years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, they've gone through this stuff. They've just gotten better at navigating the barriers and getting back on the path sooner. And that's what you have to think about. Yep. Every time I run into something like this, I look at it like it's hard to do. But what I look at it is like, this is an opportunity for me to learn how to navigate the situation for myself and get back on the path, because this isn't going to be the last time that this is going to happen. And that's what people need to shift their mindset around. And that's how you start to have success.
No, man, you're so right. There's so much I wanted to say for that, but I think even the seasonality of life is another one, because people, when it gets cold, I don't like going outside and this and that and all these like excuses for things. It's like, you've done winter many times. I've done it 33 times because that's how old I am. Yeah. So I understand better and better what I need to do in the winter. And I change my training in the winter because I don't want to do the same things. And that's okay, right? But I stay in shape. I don't not go to the gym. I don't not figure it out. And again, like you're saying, you get better. You get better at having those conversations at Thanksgiving when you have to say, I'm not eating that, or I'm just going to eat this or whatever, or like training through the holidays. Like I'm not saying it's not easy, but it's straight and hard. Like, it's just, you're making this bigger in your head. It's like anything. Again, tough conversations are the ones we love to push off, but it's like, just have it. And once it's gone, it's like, oh, that wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. And we talked about it when we had the environment conversation, right? It was like, if you just set the expectation with other people, you can build around it, right? So the expectation was last week, I'm sick as a dog. I ain't doing much. But when I sure as hell get better, I'm going to be going for a run the first day I feel like I can. I'm going to be lifting weights the first day I feel like I can. And I did 4 exercises and I was like, I'm done. And today I did like 5, I think. And dude, it sucks. But I don't care. I've lost this need to give a shit about what the workout looks like. And that's such a blessing, because that's actually unlocked consistency for me. I don't care if it doesn't look as good as it ddid yesterday. That's part of training. I've just accepted that's the case. This all or nothing mindset that so many people think they have, it's like, get rid of that bullshit. That's actually not true. You're just, you're telling yourself that so you can procrastinate your way out of something again, and I think that's garbage. It doesn't have to be all. You're not all on anything in your life. You just are picking, these things to like nitpick yourself to get out of it, and self-sabotaging behavior, and I fucking hate it, because I do it too. And that's why I say this, and that's why we're doing this this conversation. I am no different. I'm not preaching from atop my podium saying I'm different. I'm saying I fucking do this, and I push through it, and that's how I unlock some of the greatest things about myself, and I love that. So, 40 and 52 weeks, motherfuckers. That's what you got to do. Look at the camera.
Because I'm looking at the time to see.
What do you need to do? Reset it?
Yeah, because it resets every time.
Can we get better fucking equipment for this thing?
Dude,
God.
This is $1
million podcast.
This is not for podcast info, but you can only record for 30 minutes and you got to restart it with these types of cameras. There's no way to go against it.
Well, I should just be lucky.
Unless you want to pay for a $1 million camera, bro.
Well, we're talking deals right now, some behind the scenes. You don't know anything about this, Jack. You don't have your contract, but we're talking deals.
Yeah.
What else is on your sticky notes, my dude?
Well, we kind of talked about like riding the wave. I think that's a little bit of what we just hit on.
Yep.
What else did I have on there? I had like Apple anything in the fall season.
What the fuck was this sticky note? You were trying to tell me this earlier. I'm like, what is this sticky note?
We're coming up on fall season. Apple anything is life for me. So, for example, apple pie, apple crumble, apple cider.
Is what? Life for me?
Life. As in, like, you've never heard that term, like, ball is life, bro? Apple is life in the fall. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, no. All these white girls are sitting there thinking, pumpkin spice lattes.
Pumpkin spice lattes, bro. It's
Dalton, pumpkin spice lattes.
That's overrated stuff.
No, it's pumpkin everything. The fuck you
Well,
been?
this could be a question. Pumpkin or apple?
Pumpkin or apple? Pumpkin or fucking apple? Apple is life. Oh my gosh. That's going to be the first thing we have to cut out of the podcast is that apple is life.
Bro, I edit the podcast to stand in.
You are normally really good with things, but that was not your best.
Okay, that's what I had. Then shit on my stuff. What do you got?
I was just going to say one lyric that I really like is I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired by Papa Roach. And I just want to make sure that we say that because that's a good one for the last segment that we had to stop because our camera isn't good enough for this podcast.
I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired.
We need a GoFundMe for this podcast. No, I think a couple other topics, things that I wanted to talk about. Generally, I think we should still propel off of again, the play thing with the work, right? So we're going back and forth on we need to have more play in life. And then, you need to work hard and exercise and do all this stuff. I think this is where they have to meet, right? There has to be a point where they meet. That's why people struggle with staying, healthy is because they think it's all work, but they just haven't designed it to fit what they like. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think I get what you're saying. I think sometimes you just have to do stuff that you don't really love doing, and that might be lifting weights for some people. It's like this is true. I love lifting weights. I love running. It's like I find that to be play sometimes. Like I enjoy it, but there's a lot of people that don't. There's a lot of people that I know that I work with that they do not enjoy lifting weights, but they lift them.
Right.
Because they have to, because they know how important it is. So I think there can be a merge of the two, and I've designed my life to have that. But some people don't have that. They just might get play elsewhere, and they should. And they definitely should be getting exercise elsewhere as well.
Okay, fair. But I think there's intersection, right? So again, you talked about the environment. You talked about going to a place like Workhorse that is fantastic. The culture's great. I can show up to a place, not want to do the thing that I'm doing, work sometimes, right, for people, but love the people I'm with. And that's part of what helps you get there. So when you form these communities that you maintain, I don't care how you have to get yourself there. I don't care what the accountability is. If you don't love doing the thing at first, which you will eventually love, build a good environment around it. No, you will. I guarantee you will. I have not met a person that has worked out consistently with good people and just start to see benefit in the body that they love and not started to enjoy it. I haven't.
Yeah,
challenge. Accept it over there.
No, I agree.
I hear anybody say that because I'd love to hear.
I agree. If those things are in combination, I agree. Yeah.
The endorphin rush alone, the physical, attributes alone, the feeling you have about yourself when you've built something resilient. It just comes with it.
There's difference between having joy and feeling good and playing and being playful and having fun.
Yeah, I don't care if you don't care technically about what the how you don't want to break a squat down technically and you don't love it to that granular degree, but you love a good pump and a good lift and a good run or whatever it may be. Bullshit, you don't. Again, if you get past that tipping point, everyone does get there, and all of a sudden you tip on the other side, you go, shit, I love this. I swear, it's there, guys. If you haven't been there, you just got to keep going. Give yourself 2 years.
And then if you don't ever get there, but you just keep going, then at least you're getting the benefits.
You're welcome. If I just told you if I just dangled the carrot in front of you and you were like, I'm going to do this because Connor said it's going to be amazing eventually, and you got in shape, hey, well, fuck, I'm happy for you. It still sucks.
It works.
Tough.
Yeah.
But lucky you're healthier. But no, I think there's an intersection point. Again, with food, I think the other piece is this too. whether you have kids or a partner or whatever, life is busy, it's like taking time to really be present when you cook, present when you are eating your food. Like there's a lot of benefit of like, again, building your community around that, or like having your family do it with you. I was just spending time with my cousin, and her daughter is like adorable, and she does all sorts of things, and she was telling me how like she gets her to help her cook and like make the food and everything else. And again, that's a teaching moment. And it's like when you just combine all these things into like what you're doing and your enjoyment, like you allow it to be something that you enjoy, and you're not chasing other aspects of the enjoyment, you're enjoying what's right in front of you. I think you can make this stuff fun, right? So, and again, also don't overthink it. Like I don't really cut my carrots before I throw them in my lunch pail. I'll tell you that right now. All the kids at camp thought that was hilarious. Like I just throw the full carrot in there.
Yeah.
Well, there's sometimes I don't need to waste time with stuff. Like I'm going to eat that. I'm going to bite that off. I'm going to cut it with my teeth. So like I don't need to.
That's fair.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Didn't you also want to talk about presence, being more present in different things?
Yeah. I think one of the other things I wrote down on there is in combination with like the ups and the downs is like being present and cherishing both of those moments, like, which is a hard thing to say sometimes, like thinking of cherishing the moments that are not great. But I think
when I'm coughing up a lung on last Saturday night.
Yeah.
You want me to cherish that moment? Got you.
I do. Yeah. And I also like think being present in those moments, because like those things undulate a lot. Like
I was fucking present, I'll tell you that.
Up and down, like you're never going to be on this perfect wavelength all the time.
No.
And so one thing that's helped me with like staying consistent is like understanding that is the case. And when I am on an upward wave, which I would say that I am on that right now over the last 3-4 months with my fitness, I've went from a place of like being injured, not running, to like taking the ride back up. Now I'm on that wave up. I'm trying my very best to just be as present and enjoy this process as much as I can, because I know what's coming. I know there's going to be at some point a time where things don't go so well, where I'm tired, I'm fatigued, it's not going in as well as I want it to. Maybe something pops up, you get injured, whatever. Like that ends up causing it to come down. And I think like sometimes, at least I'm speaking for myself, like I didn't enjoy those moments as much, thinking that they would never end. And then at the opposite, at the bottom of that, it's like when you're going through the hard moments where you're like, I'm never going to get out of this, which I've been there. I work with clients every day. It's like that moment is tough. Like that is a tough place to be, but learning to accept it and cherish it, which is weird as it is, to like cherish that moment of like, okay, I'm going through some hard shit right now. Like I'm going through a challenge. I'm not able to train the way that I want. I don't feel good. Maybe I'm a little bit more fluffy than I want to be. Maybe my lifts aren't as heavy as they want to be. But like I am going to get through this. I'm going to learn from it, and I'm going to get back on that wave. And that has been something that's helped me get through those moments. And every time I'm in that moment, it doesn't make it easy to do that, but if I do that, I do get through it, and you move beyond that. And again, you build the skills on how to navigate that to get back to the wave. And that's just something that I've been thinking about a lot, because I've kind of gone through that. And I just think a lot of people get stuck at the bottom of that wave a lot of times and don't get back up, and they think it's impossible to ever get back there, and it's not.
Yeah, they pile stuff on, right? Again, like I think it's so easy when you're stuck on the couch and you're not doing healthy activities, right? I'm going to speak from experience last week. It was easy to just pile on things to myself about what I wasn't doing or what I couldn't accomplish, or what I wasn't doing well because I was literally sick, and I have trouble shutting off. I have trouble like canceling appointments with clients, like, and they all know that. Like I didn't really cancel any. I probably should have taken more time for myself, and I probably dragged it on a little bit because of me pushing the envelope a little bit, because I don't like to give in to that stuff. But again, you have to give yourself grace. We talk about grace a lot here. But I think the other thing you said too, and maybe this is why you have the recovery chair now, is that presence thing. Because I talked to you a lot when you were injured. We had some conversations, and I watched you, and I said this earlier on another podcast, I watched you put time into other people's pursuits during that period of time as you were behind the scenes just training. So when I see you putting out your content now about High Rocks, I'm just like fucking jacked up for you, because I know you were doing it for other people. You were on the sidelines being the biggest fucking cheerleader, and that's what it's about. Sometimes it's not about you in that period of time. It is an opportunity for you to support others, right? So that is beautiful. So I mean,
but you have to be aware of that and try. Like that doesn't just happen. Like
you gotta lean into it.
That's not easy for me to do. Like,
no, it sucks.
And it's part of my value system. So I do want to like serve other people, especially in that capacity. Like, it's a big part of who I am. But even in that moment, it's not easy for me to do that. Like, when I want to be the one competing, like, I like to compete. I like to do that. It's like, it's not easy, but I understand that in order for me to get through this period of time, like, I need to shift my mind. I need to try to put my energy elsewhere. I need to know that, like, this is hard. I'm going to work through it, and I'm going to get through this if I keep just taking the right steps in the right direction to overcome the injury, and I'm still channeling my energy in places that are positive.
Yep.
It's like, that's going to get me back to the wave. That's not something that just happens, though. Like, you have to practice that. You have to be aware of it. You have to go through those. It's not the first time I've been through that.
Yeah.
I've handled it really poorly in the past, really, really poorly. And this is probably, like, this last injury is probably the best I've ever navigated it. And that's because I've gone through the challenges and I've worked through it with other people. Like, I coach people through this. I have coaches that help me. Like, I just think that, like, it's really important to understand that you're in control of that. Like, you have the ability to build those skills and navigate that.
And again, I think, like, why on earth would you want to self-sabotage? Would you want to push yourself deeper down? Would you want to give up on where you've come, like, and just throw in the towel? Like, that's work too.
Yeah, I don't think people want to do that. I just think we're built, like,
to crumble. I think.
Well, no. I think our human nature is to succumb to that a lot of times. Like, the only reason that I've been able to get better at that is that I've had guidance and help from other people to show me the path. So it's like, I've been in those situations where I've self-sabotaged. It's like, until I've recognized it and then got help and got guidance. Yeah. Like, I think a lot of times people get stuck in it and they just don't have anyone to help them, which is why I talk and share this stuff through, because, like, there are people that can help you and that you don't have to be like, I'm done forever. There's too many people that have that.
But on the flip side of that, I agree. You need support, you need people, you need community. I think that's why teams pursuing one dream are, like, the most galvanizing and strong groups, because it's a bunch of people that can pull each other up when one falls. But at the same time too, like, as an individual, if your why isn't strong enough, like, you're going to struggle. Mm-hmm. I think about this often. And again, I just know in my personal life, and I've said this last time, I'm not giving up on my why. Like, I'm just not going to ever do it. Right. So that's the case. Like, you got to find your why. I said this last time and I'm repeating myself, but I think it's so important.
I agree.
Yeah. So anyways,
it's a new guest.
Sounds like draft's going to start soon.
Is there a guest here?
Sounds like people are coming in. Literally in the middle of the podcast.
What's up, guys? You guys want to come on the show?
Are you going to jump in? No? Okay. But to finish up.
Oh, this is a good challenge. Like,
what? Keep pushing.
All right, as someone who's podcasted quite a bit, like me, having more experience than you.
Yeah.
Like, this has happened to me in the past where, like, people come in the room, there's a bit of an interruption. Like, how are you going to handle this?
Oh my God, now they're filming?
How are you going to navigate this?
How am I going to navigate this? It's called adaptability.
Let's see it.
And I trained myself to be adaptable.
Let's see it.
No, we're going to wrap this up quickly is what we're going to do. We're going to shut this bad boy down. Wow, we made it to episode 5 before we had to
listen, this is
an
good.
interruption.
This is good. This is related to the podcast. This guy's building new skills. How to navigate an interrupted podcast and try to get back on track. So the next time this happens, guys, Connor's going to put in some thought. He's going to seek some mentorship from me on how to navigate this. We're going to help him improve. And the next time this happens, he's going to be able to do it really, really well.
Yeah, this is what's going to happen when I take every Detroit Lions player you wanted to draft today.
I'll see. Now he's getting angry now.
How's that going to go for you? Oh, Jared Goff, yoink.
This was good, though.
It was good. Always a pleasure. Good chats. Let's have a fun day.
Yeah, football's back, man. I'm excited.
I'm so excited for football. I'm really excited to do some fun content in a couple weeks when we take our little trip.
Yeah, next time this podcast gets released, we'll be in a
different place.
Secret location.
Yeah, secret location.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Let's do it. All right, I'm pumped. Thank you, sir.
Always pleasure.
Peace, guys.
Dig deep.